Since it's Halloween week, I want to talk about the most haunted place in Brisbane, Australia, a place that I'm going to visit in the upcoming month to explore and find out the deep secrets that lie beneath the surface. I'm going to be talking to some spirits and hopefully finding out their stories that I can share with all of you. Today we're going to be talking about the dark history of Mount Coot-tha, where a lot of tragedies, suicides, murders, and more have created such a dark aura around this place. There are many stories that surround this peaceful mountain that overlooks the beautiful city of Brisbane, from the stories of the hauntings at JC Slaughter Falls to the legend of the ghost of a fallen worker at the television towers. It's no surprise that the mountain is so full of stories of hauntings when its history is steeped in the blood of murders, suicides, mysterious deaths, and more. Let's dive into the history of Mount Coot-tha and discuss. What's up guys, my name is Toxplicity and welcome to Paranormal Talks. On this channel, I'm going to be doing a bunch of adventures to some haunted places around Australia and hopefully one day around the world. We're going to be discussing a lot of paranormal activity on this channel and also reacting and discussing a lot of stories that we hear to online. I'm really excited to explore a lot of paranormal things in Australia, and this channel is only just getting started. We can't talk about Mount Coot-tha without talking about Toowong Cemetery. It's heritage listed and has been around since 1866 and formally opened in 1875. It's Queensland's largest cemetery and it's located on 40 hectares of land at the corner of Frederick Street and Mount Coot-tha Road, approximately 4.5 kilometers west of Brisbane City. It was previously known as Brisbane General Cemetery and it was added to the Queensland Heritage Register on the 31st of December 2002. Although it's still used as a cemetery, it's a popular place for joggers and dog walkers. With its overhanging fig trees and winding pathways, this place is a perfect spot to talk to ghosts, and there's a lot of urban legends around the Toowong Cemetery. The burial ground itself covers some 250 acres and contains a staggering amount of bodies, with over 120,000 people laid to rest on these grounds. It's quite an impressive place, but it's no match for the creepy legends that have circulated about the notorious cemetery. One of the best known legends revolves around the appropriately nicknamed Spook Hill. This area is comprised of Avenue 12 and the Avenue 12 extends over this area. Supposedly two sisters are buried together at the top of this hill, and the rumor flows on that these two sisters were killed in a car accident and ever since have had a strange reaction to cars approaching their gravesite. If you leave your car parked in neutral, the supernatural fueled gravity pulls the cars up the hill, which is absolutely crazy, and there's a lot of people that have proven this to be true. This site also has a story about a vampire, which this story doesn't seem to be that true, but during the turn of the century, a woman's body was dug up for unknown reasons, and it was found to be perfectly preserved when it should very well have been gone to decomposed. It had elongated fang-like teeth, and then there was scratches all through the coffin. Absolutely insane. If you keep heading up Mount Coot-tha, you will venture into the territory of the Slaughter Falls. There's a very dark past and there's a lot of ghost sightings along these trails. One of these actually makes me feel ill. Many events and terrifying situations have happened at Slaughter Falls, and it's so curious why many have been drawn to this site. The first event took place on Christmas Day 1925, where a man shot a woman and the woman actually survived this attack, but the man did so for unknown reasons. The pair did not share any form of relationship, and when questioned as to why he committed the crime, the man stated that he did not even know and just felt something come over him. Could this have been some sort of supernatural influence from the area? In 1926, there was a double suicide in this area where two men entered the falls together and took their own lives, with the reason still a mystery to this day. Following the next year in 1927, a murder-suicide was also documented at the falls. This saw a man take his girlfriend out for a walk only to shoot her in the head, and then he ingested poison. Though he survived his suicide attempt, when he was questioned about the event, he stated that he couldn't remember anything about what happened and just felt as though some sort of dark cloud had engulfed him. Locals say that many spiritual and satanic rituals have been performed in the area of Slaughter Falls, making it such a haunted area covered in negativity. Other rumors state that a young teenage girl was tragically sexually assaulted and then murdered in the area, only for her spirit to be stuck in the falls and haunt the place to this day. Absolutely terrifying. Before we discuss the final area of Mount Coot-tha that's haunted and home to many ghosts, if you guys would be interested in seeing me and a few friends investigate this area and even try and communicate with spirits, definitely let me know down below. I will get my friends together. I will not tell them what we're going to be doing, but we will attempt to contact some spirits and also spend the night in this area. The final interesting area around Mount Coot-tha that locals deem to be haunted is Ghost Hole Mine. Ghost Hole Mine is an abandoned gold mine which now forms part of the mysterious hiking trail in the Mount Coot-tha region. While the mine itself is now sealed off and closed, people hear screams from this area and they believe that this is where a lot of satanic rituals have taken place, leading to some negative aura residing in this hole. Around this area lies a thick and eerie atmosphere which meets those who arrive to investigate this mine. Stories and legends have developed around this area and many now claim the trail to be one of the most haunted places in Brisbane, with many sightings of shadow figures and often screams coming from down within the mine. It is quite scary to say the least, but it's one of the places that people say they see things the most. The entire area of Mount Coot-tha is fascinating and has such a dark history, one filled with murders, attacks, and even suicides. It's believed that some of these dark deeds could have played out in the area of the Ghost Hole Mine, even down inside the mine before it was closed. Interestingly, the name itself of this particular mine may not have any link to the hauntings of the area, yet that doesn't make this location any less notorious for ghost sightings and other spiritual events. Interestingly enough, Mount Coot-tha to this day remains open to the public and is quite a popular location for locals to go hiking and explore the area around these haunted spots. The mysteries around this area are forever going to be open, with stories left unfinished and questions left unanswered. Mount Coot-tha haunts Brisbane to this day, with locals still finding interesting stories and also experiencing supernatural events here. If you're a Brisbane local and you've adventured through Mount Coot-tha, especially around the cemetery and also Slaughter Falls, then let me know down below. Did you find anything interesting? Did you have any sort of paranormal experience? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Keep an eye out for my adventure around Mount Coot-tha in the upcoming month. I'm going to get my friends together and we're going to explore this whole area from top to bottom and hopefully uncover some of the secrets of this area.